What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, specifically in today's video, we do have some important things to go over and discuss. I was not able to make a video yesterday, which is fine because nothing really happened all in all. And if anything, it gave us a bit more clarity as to the technical indicators that we were able to find on the market. And also, I think we have now discovered some new technical indicators within the market that we'll be able to use to basically track and figure out where we're going to see cryptocurrency eventually break out from. Now, obviously, yesterday was Friday. My apologies. Today is Saturday. So we're probably not going to see much movement for the rest of this week. Saturday, Sunday, into Monday will open back up. But for this weekend, we're probably not going to see much movement at all because that's typically what happens on the weekend. The S&P 500 is closed, the stock market is closed, and cryptocurrency kind of stagnates until Monday morning's volume opens back up, which is pretty crazy how it's all, started off like that. But inevitably, what we're going to be looking at in today's video, you can see on XRP, there's definitely some new indicator forming right here. If anything, it almost appears to look like a smaller bull flag formation. We're going to jump into the 4-hour and kind of draw in those supports and resistances later on in today's video to get a better understanding of where XRP's next breakout would be, which is coming soon. Definitely, don't forget that. And then we're also going to look at Ethereum, which is still consolidating beautifully, by the way, but consolidating nonetheless. Now we have Bitcoin too, which is consolidating downwards here, which at some point or another is going to pop off. And then we have the S&P 500, which hopefully, I know this is going to sound crazy, but hopefully it's kind of peaked for the time being and will consolidate down a bit and then eventually head higher. And I'll explain more, like I said, about that in a minute. But with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, I just want to show you super quickly here. 2 days ago, we made a video basically showing you what I believe and still believe is the next kind of breakout that the market is preparing for here. You can see we have drawn, I believe this was on XRP. No, maybe it was Bitcoin here actually. So it was Bitcoin's bull flag formation on its 4-hour chart here. You can clearly tell the market is consolidating down here. There's a clear bull flag that we can draw. This is the flag pull. Here's the flag to the downside here. As we consolidate lower here, you can see the resistances at the top, the supports at the bottom here, the consolidations as we head lower, and inevitably what I think is the time that the market is going to break out after it consolidates lower here. That's when we'll hit some sort of support and eventually rebound to the upside, which we're all patiently waiting for here. Now, beyond looking at this here, we need to go in depth because it's basically been 2 days from there, and we need to talk about that now on these cryptos because you can see Bitcoin has continued to pan out on this, and I believe it is opening itself up for a pretty solid rally in the very near future. Now, you can see top 10 cryptocurrencies market is up only 0.59%, trading at 73 on the Fear and Greed Index. You can see we're at $1.6 trillion in global crypto market cap, and you can see the consolidation that's kind of taking place. Pretty much all the cryptos are actually down over the week, which makes sense, and then 24 hours are pretty much still consolidating here, and you can see for the most part, consolidation is what's happening here. There's no big spurts in either direction here or basically becoming flatlined out. Now, the interesting part with this is inevitably like when is it going to be breaking? And that's what we need to talk about here because we've been kind of floating for the most part here. It's been drawing out some new technical indicators or filling in old technical indicators that will inevitably give us some sort of fulfilling break. And you can see on XRP over the past couple of days here, we've been consolidating and forming a new indicator here. This is post bull flag breakout. You can see here's the flag pull, here's the flag itself, here's that resistance. We broke through, started to head up higher, but now it's almost like we're forming a smaller bull flag formation here. And if I was to draw it, it would look something like top resistance here, scaling us lower, and then some sort of bottom support scaling us lower as well. If I jump back to the daily, you can kind of see that pattern a bit more clear, and you can see how it's kind of correcting lower. Here's the downtrend, here's the support, and pulling us down to this blue band, which we're now going to have to extend even greater here, grabbing the blue band and then pulling this even more out, and it's fairly accurate. We're going to have to play around with it a bit more, but that's Yeah, I think that's about even. It looks good here. Extending this out, you can see how we're pulling back down yet again to retest the daily moving average, as well as the blue band support and the price floor in green right here as it's coming into contact with it. You'll also notice here we've been kind of in cahoots with the moving average on the daily here, trying to break through, causing a golden cross, but it hasn't happened just yet. We are flatlined out, however, on the relative strength indicator, trading at 47 on the RSI, 48 on the RSI. Sooner than later, we will be breaking for this. It might just consolidate a bit lower here. You can see at one point we were retesting overbought, and the rest of the cryptos were indeed overbought. So a pullback to the downside was necessary for the health and longevity of XRP. But right now, what we're looking for is to fill in this gap here. We're looking to complete this correction here, and at some point we'll hit bottom support, this moving average here, and then we should see us swing to the upside here. I likely think once we retest this, it will be another reversal to the upside, because I do not think we're anywhere near close to finishing and or completing the XRP uptrend breakout here. I think, like I said before, the rest of this year, which ain't much, it's like 2 more weeks, and 2024, 2025, the next 2 years will be extremely bullish and extremely profitable, if you know what I'm talking about. And I'll make another video kind of giving you my price prediction for Bitcoin, XRP, cryptocurrency, the stock market, off prior history here. But like I've said before, cryptocurrency is cyclical every 4 years, and we finally made it out of the bear market, and we finally made it out of the consolidative period, which means it's time for bull markets. It's time for a bull run. And, if you're patient, you're going to be able to profit quite substantially off this next run. Now, obviously, I take advantage of all these trades on BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BitFi has allowed me to buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you could possibly want on an exchange is offered on BitFi. We are going to be doing some giveaways very soon in collaboration with BitFi, so stay tuned for that, for some gift card giveaways, maybe some t-shirts, so on and so forth, which I'm excited to do with you guys. But until then, it's still, I highly recommend you sign up and take advantage of BitFi, because it is completely free, linked down in the description below. They have XRP to leverage trade, buy long, sell short, create stop losses. Then continuing further, we have Bitcoin here, or sorry, my apologies. We have the demo account. So we got 2 things to check out. A way to earn up to $28.88 to almost $3,000 in free cryptocurrency, with the link down in the description. Then we have on BitFi here the demo account, which allows you to test your skills, test my trades, and get familiar with the platform completely risk-free. This is the only way you can now trade cryptocurrency risk-free without, possibly losing money. Once you get familiar, let's say you make 5 or 6, consecutive trades in a row profitable, then you might want to try using the real cryptocurrency exchange. Now, moving forward from XRP and these other cryptos, what we need to look at is Ethereum's consolidative pattern right here. You can see Ethereum is slowly heading higher. We are filling in a gap, which hopefully, inevitably, we'll see a nice pop at some point or another. You can see the consolidation that's taking place here, filling in this gap at some point or another. This is going to break, and it's going to break hard very soon here. You can see us filling this in. It is going to take quite a bit, though, into January, mid-January here, but we do need to consolidate here. We've pretty much discovered this price ceiling at the top, and we've been doing nothing but filling in the gap here. And until we either break through the yellow band of support or the top resistance, we're going to be just sitting ducks until then. We're going to be floating sideways until then. So keep that in mind, as this consolidative period is not forever. And once it is done filling this out, we should see some nice hefty results here. But consolidation is kind of what's taking place first. Now, Bitcoin too is consolidating as well in a downtrend right here, lowering ourselves from what was extremely overbought, trading at 80 on the RSI. We're back down to 57. You can see the lower high movements here, the bull flag that's playing out, top downtrend, top support. And as we fill this in here, at some point or another, we are going to pop. You can see the moving average right here. This is going to break. Maybe not at this point, sorry, but as we fill this in at some point or another, we have the key vital areas of when to buy in. And it's pretty much as soon as we break through this yellow band of resistance here, that's when we can buy in and long the cryptocurrency market to the upside here and take advantage of the play as well with Bitcoin. As for the S&P, which I am extremely overexcited about because of how profitable we have been, and it was a clear bull flag breakout, flag pull, flag itself, break to the upside here. We do need to pull back down. We do. We are now trading at 80, no, not even 80, 80 on the RSI, a correction to the downside is necessary in order for us to continue to pump up. Because if we just keep correcting lower, if we just keep correcting or heading up, we're going to see a very nasty reversal to the downside very soon. And we are not always floating in overbought. We do inevitably come back down pretty hard. So I do expect to see a correction back into oversold. Then we can buy back in. But right now, with the market's extremely overbought, I'd steer clear from buying in. Correction is necessary, or at least sideways movements are necessary. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.